Broadcasting live from the ILTV studios located here at University Drive in Nassau, Bahamas. Welcome to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I'm also a member of the local Catholic Christian community. Today happens to be Thursday, the 3rd of October, 2024. It's a sad story in my family. For those of us who are old enough to remember the story, well, I wasn't born, but today, 68 years ago, I had a brother and a first cousin. Both of them died separately, but on the same day, on the 3rd of October, 1968. Last night, perhaps shortly after midnight, the police, according to intelligence, got involved in an armed dispute with a Negro man on Blue Hill Road, and when it was over, the police outgunned him and he was killed. But hours before that, in Wilson Track, in the constituency of Angliston, a Negro man on Wilson Track, he was murdered. And then hours later, a 40-year-old Negro woman is reported to have attempted to commit suicide. We do not know if her suicide is related to the murder of the Negro man in Wilson Track, but she also lived in Wilson Track, which is in the Angliston constituency. The Member of Parliament is Mrs. Glenys Hannah Martin. So murders are continuing, and a member of the governing Progressive Liberal Party has raised a question what Hubert Ingraham once answered when Hubert Ingraham became frustrated with crime. His back and the back of the FNM was pushed against the wall, and Papa did not know what to do. I'll tell you about a PLP minister who I could accuse today of suffering from Papaism. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. God save young people everywhere. It is too much murders taking place in the society. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker, and of course, Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. And in view of the killings that have been taking place in our community, you will recall that while we were on air yesterday in Wilson Track, in the constituency of an MP who is opposed to the death penalty. That is the Education Minister, Glenys Hannah Martin. She's opposed to capital punishment. She does not want men who commit murders to be executed. She's opposed to it, and in her constituency, the blood is knee high. Well, there was a murder yesterday. We'll talk about it. Then hours later, we received information that a 40-year-old Negro lady living in the same community, that is the allegation, she attempted to commit suicide. We don't know if it is related, but Wilson Track, I'm quite familiar with Wilson Track. It is a small, underprivileged Negro community. So that is what happened. And then hours later, police and a Negro gunman, they confronted each other. When it was over, we are advised that he was killed on Blue Hill Road. So these are very tragic issues that requires a political solution, a political and a legal issue. And many, many years ago, Hubert Ingraham, the second Prime Minister in an independent Bahamas, first he had the correct strategy. He executed convicted murderers. Then he began to listen to a new class of people. These were the mulattoes. These were light-skinned Negroes who went to London and who attempted to influence him. And the next thing we knew, Ingraham, who having moved one step forward, began to make many steps backwards. And as the murders increased, he was so frustrated that he asked one of the most powerful political questions, "What y'all want me to do?" And history is reporting the same thing, where the national chairman of the governing Progressive Liberal Party, Fred Mitchell, who is also opposed to capital punishment, he now is frustrated and he raises the most powerful question: what do you want the government to do? Well, I will tell Mr. Mitchell, hang those mothers! Hang! That's what we want the government to do. We want the government to move all of the impediments that prevent people who are convicted of committing murders from being hanged. So it's a very easy solution. You don't need that much education to understand. You commit murder, you're convicted, you're hanged. You do not commit murder, you go about your life living a wonderful life in this society. But if you think that you could murder anyone, then the law will deal with you. So today I'm going to be talking with Mr. Mitchell from here. My spiritual advisor, praise the Lord, is Bradley Roll. And Bradley, in view of all the mayhems, all the killings, what do you propose to do?
We gotta pray. We gotta pray.
Well, my spiritual advisor, I should join you as you pray.
Yeah, let's pray. I know we haven't prayed for a long time. But Father in heaven, we're just so grateful to you for this day and this opportunity and time. We've come to you, dear God, asking you that you would be with us as a people, continue to lead, guide, direct, and protect us, Father. There are just so many issues that's facing us in this country. Father, this time we pray for the government of the Bahamas. Dear Father, they at this time need your help. The leaders at this time need to know the ways that they can deal with these situations that's happening in this country at this time, Father. Our Prime Minister, our Deputy Prime Minister, all those who serve in various capacities, our Minister of National Security in particular, whose job it is to secure this country, Father. Father, at this time we have issues that are perplexing and is vexing to our society, inclusive of the murders, Father. We pray for resolve, Father. Give the government the know-how, the skill set it needs to deal with the mayhem, the tragedies, the murder that's going on in this country. God, our people at this time, Father, help them to have a repentant heart from the sin that's just so vexing to them, Father. At this time, we pray that you continue to be with us, lead, guide, direct, and protect us, Father. We pray for this show, that this show would be enhancing, Father. The show, of course, would be enlightening to those who listen to it. Guide our thoughts, guide our speech. It is in Christ Jesus' name we pray this prayer. Amen.
Amen. I thank you, my spiritual advisor.
Indeed.
Well, folks, once again, I'm going to welcome you to Freedom March. It's a wonderful day that the Lord has made, and it's very powerful what is taking place in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And today I have been attracted by a very powerful article which appeared in one of the Negro newspaper, where the national chairman of the governing Progressive Liberal Party and the minister responsible for foreign affairs is the Honorable Frederick Mitchell. And Mr. Mitchell obviously has recognized that the murder rate is now 91 and rising. And I'm certain that he must be shocked, like thousands of Bahamian people, that we are heading towards 100. And that is a tragedy. Many, many years ago, when Hubert Alexander Ingram emerged as the second Prime Minister in an independent Bahamas, he adopted a philosophy and maintain the philosophy of the early founders of the governing Progressive Liberal Party. Notwithstanding your criticism of Pindling, Arthur Hanna, Sir Clement Maynard, and all those gallant PLP heroes, they made sure that they kept the lid on crime, and they made sure they kept the lid on murders. And anyone who dare to commit murder, there was a rope waiting to put around their necks, and they were executed until they were dead, dead, dead. And Christ have mercy on their souls. So Hubert Ingram adopted that philosophy. And then afterward, he became influenced by certain mulattoes, certain upper class Negroes who were going to Europe, who were playing human rights, and then he refused to continue to execute murderers. And one day, in frustration, as the murders climbed, he asked the nation, as he threw his arms into the air, "What do you want me to do?" Now, many, many years later, Fred Mitchell is now suffering from what I call Papaism. Mr. Mitchell asked the question in the midst of all the murders taking place, what you want the government to do? The government has bought many cars. The police are on saturation patrol. The police got longer gun. The police got good uniform. Perhaps there's better working condition. What do you want me to do? What do you want the government to do? So we the people must guide the government by telling the government what we want them to do. It is horrible that the Free National Movement is not in a position to tell the PLP what the people wants to do. You may have forgotten that many years ago, I bought businessman Rupert Roberts and a man who emerged as national chairman of the Free National Movement together, Dr. Dwayne Sands. I brought them two together, and the three of us met secretly and organized. Dr. Sands, who's the national chairman of the FNM, and Rupert Roberts, they found the money. Who found the money? Dr. Dwayne Sands and businessman Rupert Roberts. They found the money. And I organized it. You heard me? They found the money. Because I told Dr. Dwayne Sands and I told businessman Rupert Roberts, I don't have no funds. But by grab, I have the means by which to organize. So Dwayne Sands has been taught how to organize marches and demonstration. Who taught him? Me. Who financed it? Him. And businessman Rupert Roberts. I don't want Dwayne Sands to cost me to talk all the secrets. And so today I'm going to give Dr. Dwayne Sands a political assignment. Rupert Roberts is still the same place. Money is still there. Go and meet, independent of me, and organize a march to hang murderers. Okay? So I've done my work. I've run the race. And I've endured. But my time is coming to an end. And therefore, the baton has been passed to these men who wants political power, but they're not prepared to sacrifice. So let's look to see what Fred Mitchell is saying. Mitchell on crime. What more do you want government to do? He asks. Hubert Ingram said the same thing many years. You may not know it. Hubert Ingram and Fred Mitchell, many years ago, launched a revolution. Many years ago. So they have similar political ideology. And they hold almost the identical principles. So I'm in a position as a historian and as a man who walked among them to give you a transparent account. So Mitchell asks the question that Hubert Ingram asks. What do you want the government to do? And this would have come after opposition members accused the government of lacking a sound plan to combat crime. Foxhill MP Fred Mitchell questioned what more they expect the government to do. He was responding to St. Barnabas MP Shenandoah Cartwright, who lamented the country's murder rate. His comment came just hours before police recorded another murder yesterday for the week and the country's 91st for the year. We should all be ashamed, Madam Speaker, that we have not in any meaningful and adequate way addressed the issue of crime in a fundamental way, says Shenandoah Cartwright. he told parliamentarians yesterday. He acknowledged that a multi-layered approach involving all stakeholders is essential in the fight against crime, but argued that the government is not leading efficiently in the effort. Mr. Mitchell pushed back, insisting the government is taking the matter seriously and that it was wrong for Mr. Cartwright to push a negative suggestion otherwise. The evidence is there on all the social programs that have been put in place since 2021, Mr. Mitchell, highlighting the Urban Renewal Program, the government school breakfast program, and other initiatives, emphasizing that these are long-term efforts aimed at positively impacting youth. I don't want the public to be left with the impression that we think this is a joke, Mr. Mitchell said. So, you see where we are. It is true that urban renewal is in our community, but these are not baby children who are committing these murders. These murderers must be dealt with properly. And urban renewal is not the solution for a man who goes into a community and murder a pregnant woman. It is not the solution for a man who sees his enemy with an infant and he thinks there's nothing wrong with killing him while he's holding an innocent infant. Urban renewal needs a rope. Urban renewal needs a gallows. Urban renewal needs hangmen. Urban renewal needs to hang. And the FNM has failed on this one because they are the official opposition. And if Shenandoah Cartwright is convinced that the government has no program, why is Shenandoah not in the streets marching non-stop? This is Freedom March. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. What do you want the government to do? I say hang these hang them, hang them, hang them, and move the impediment that prevents it. God save the King. Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. My spiritual advisor, how are you feeling?
I got a headache, man.
You have a headache?
Oh,
This is powerful.
I can't take
Can
this.
Jesus bear
Sandra,
the cross
you know,
alone
I understand
and let the world go
that.
free?
Listen, that has nothing to do with what's going on here now. All right? It has nothing to do with that. Come on, man. I understand your passion. But
You don't want me to hide?
do you know how this technology that we have today
This
it's
technology.
television, mics, it's extremely sensitive and
Really?
the technology is up to date.
The mics are
You
sensitive?
you don't have to scream from here to Fox Hill to get this message through the
Am I
television.
really screaming?
Oh, God.
Spiritual advisor, I didn't know that. I screaming?
Let's face,
Am I really screaming?
let's face this.
My spiritual advisor, would you please pay some bills and stop it?
God, this is abuse.
Yeah.
Zor International Ministries, under
powerful.
the leadership of Pastor Dr. Braxton Bowe and Prophetess Dr. Maria Bowe, is having a fun walkathon. Saturday, October the 5th, begin at 6:30 a.m. Registration starts at 5:30 a.m. The walkathon funds will go towards the youth in the community of Pinewood Gardens and Nassau Village, Sequoia Street. Each year, Zor International mentors the youth in counseling, teaching, and development. The walkathon starts at Fish Fry and ends at Goodwin's Bay. Join us for the Baines and Grandstown Homecoming and Music Festival from October 12th to 14th. Celebrate community and heritage and empower with live performances, traditional Bahamian games, and the prestigious Carpentry Award honoring those who have shaped the Bain and Grandstown community. Plus, 103.5 FM The Beat is your exclusive media sponsor, bringing you all the excitement live. Don't miss out on this incredible celebration. See you there. Looking for a quick getaway? Fly Western Air with daily flights from Freeport to Fort Lauderdale starting at just $290 round trip, including 40 pounds of checked bags. Book your next adventure now at westernAirBahamas.com. Everybody needs money always, so send money internationally and locally through Western Union with MoneyMax. Download the MoneyMax app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend anytime and anywhere. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. MoneyMax, live your max life. Back to you, Sandra.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor. When we took the adjournment, I was overcome by the many killings that are taking place in our society and the failure of the parliament to recognize what is the solution to reduce the level of murders. I attempted to take the country back to the days when Pinling was Prime Minister, Paul Adley was Attorney General. Other folks, from time to time, either was minister responsible for home affairs, national security, so forth, and Sir Clement Maynard. And they were successful in keeping a lid on the rising tides of murders. They did a wonderful job as it relates to the suppression of crime, because criminals and gangsters shall always be with us. But there must be a lid so that when they raise their head so high, you bring it down. That is how Pinling did it. We saw Ingram attempting to do so. And then he was seduced by the pseudo-intellectual in his midst. And one day in frustration, after buying the police some of the best motorbikes, pretty cars, guns, uniforms, he threw up his arm in frustration as the murder rate rises. We saw in the case of Fred Mitchell, who is opposed to capital punishment, when the deputy leader of the opposition, Shenandoah Cartwright, raised the issue. Fred Mitchell, in frustration, wanted to know what all do you want the government to do? And since Shenandoah is not genuine, he did not say, hang! You see? It's a clear philosophy. There's nothing complex about this. Nothing else is working. They are confusing urban renewal. Yes, urban renewal is for the young people. Yes, we're trying to save the at risk. But what are we going to do with these young murderers, these contract killers, these Negroes dressed in Japanese vehicle? What are we going to do? Why are we fooling ourselves and keep talking about their ma? These are grown men. Their ma can't do nothing with them. Their pa can't do nothing with them. They're cursing their pa. There's nothing their parents could do for them. But when mama hear that the rope is waiting, she will talk to the rest of the children. She will say to them, boy, the government them, they are hanging now. Mama ain't got no money. Mama can't find no lawyer. And mama ain't got enough money to find a good Obia man. You heard me? That is what is lacking in the society. We have to find a way to move the impediment and hang murderers. That's it. You just hang. 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 You kill, we hang you. You kill, we hang you. And there will be a reduction of the killings, or we hang. We hang. We hang. It's simple as that. That is the solution. But the FNM does not believe in capital punishment. You would remember that the last FNM leader lied to us that he would introduce capital punishment. There's no FNM who believes in capital punishment. For if they did, that would be the political argument in the House of Assembly. If Shenandoah believed in it, he would have gone with a clear policy in his mind. I'm going to Parliament, I'm going to challenge the PLP, and I'm going to ask that we move the necessary legislation. We're going to be united on this. We ain't going to play no game with the PLP. We're going to say to the PLP, let's do it together. Let's put a committee together. Let us unite against the criminals. Now, we are serious about it. The national chairman of the Free National Movement is who? Dr. Dwayne Sands. Long before he became chairman of the Free National Movement, I introduced him to a very good friend that I used to, I'm showing off, hang out with when I go to see him. Businessman Rupert Roberts, who immediately loved Dr. Dwayne Sands. And together, they got together and they provided me with the money. And what I like about Dwayne Sands, when it comes to spending money, he's not cheap. He ain't cheap. And you know, Mr. Rupert Roberts, all he got is money and things. And we had one of the biggest march. Okay? Rupert march. And everybody know that Rupert is an old Conky Joe man. And when he got tired marching, he jumped in the car. And Rupert rowed straight through the black belt. When we got in Negro areas, those who acted hostile, Rupert tell them, stop killing, because we are hanging. We are hanging. And Rupert's still there. And Dr. Dwayne Sands still know where he is. And he knows that if he goes to Rupert, there'll be a great march. I can't march, but Dr. Dwayne Sands could put me in a wheelchair and he could push me. And I could lead the march. So there need to be a national march against the murderers, PLPs and FNMs. And every citizen of goodwill must unite against the criminal. What more should I tell you? That's the solution. So we will now see what the FNM is going to do. We're going to see if they are serious. We're going to see if Dwayne Sands will contact Fred Mitchell and ask Mr. Mitchell for a peace conference. There, the PLP and the FNM will unite against the murderers, and we will chase the murderers out of the Bahamas. It's easy. Having said that, my spiritual advisor.
No, let's move on. Right? No comments.
Well, last night, there is a business place. It is alleged at the corner of Meeting Street and Blue Hill Road. That's the way the Negroes describe it. Meeting Street and Blue Hill Road, although Meeting Street allegedly does not run straight to Blue Hill Road. But for this purpose, I will describe it as the Negro people did. And there is a business place. There were some off-duty officers there. This is the story that I was given. And as they were about to depart, there were citizens rushing in, and they made an alarm that there was a lone Negro gunman who was pulling guns on people. So I'm advised these off-duty or the off-duty officer went out and confronted him. The story goes that he pulled his gun and attempted or fired, one of the two, at the officer. And of course, the officer had what is best described as a law-abiding gun. And his gun was bigger, it was more powerful, the officer was much more trained, and regrettably, that Negro thug was killed. It's sad. I'd wished that if only he had surrendered, but unfortunately he didn't. Now his family and his friends are mourning his loss, because no matter what sins that I may have committed, my family and my friends, I know they would mourn my loss. So I'm certain that his family and friends would have mourned his loss, unless, of course, he is a despicable human being. And then they would rejoice. But I'm certain that there must be good in him. After all, he is made in the image of God. But he was executed. He was killed. It's tragic. So these are some of the sad things that are happening in our country. Yeah. Do you want to comment on that one, my spiritual advisor?
No, we could move on.
You want to criticize that church?
I don't want to criticize the
That's
church.
what you want to do. But you will not be allowed to
No.
criticize that church until you first investigate the title. After you've investigated the title, then I will allow you to criticize.
Well, you know, one thing for sure, it didn't belong to 3ABN.
Well, my spiritual advisor, you must investigate the title.
You mean to tell me the Seventh-day Adventist Church is willing to steal property from people?
My spiritual advisor, you have to investigate the title. In Bahamian law, there is no absolute title to land.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
So somebody can just come and take anything they want from you?
No, I never said that. I said there's no absolute title.
Oh, what does that mean?
And on the question
you
of
can never win.
title, on the question of title, when there is a dispute, there's only one authority that can resolve who is the truth.
So why don't you go? Why don't you go find out what the real story is?
No, I'm not interested in that.
Oh no.
But I'm saying that if you're interested in talking
I'm
about
not
it,
interested. I'm following the story.
then, but still,
Let's see what the final decision is going to be.
no, but still, try and do, so that we will not, so that we can impart knowledge. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Don't get emotional.
So I already
okay?
draw my
Don't
conclusions.
forget, the earth is the Lord. No matter what land you own, when you die, you will leave it.
Yeah, I understand that.
No matter how much money you have, when you die, you will leave it.
But it still does not give the church the right to deceive a legally blind man.
You cannot argue that because you did not look at the conveyance to see if there is something called an attestating clause.
Yeah.
You heard what I just said?
All right.
If there is
So they had a right to do what they did.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Listen to it again. If I purport to convey to you a piece of property and I am illiterate, I can't read and write, I half blind, I got cataract, I can't see, right? I am protected by the Handicap Person Act, where my conveyance will not be legal unless an official attestator explain to me and witness me marking whatever I mark. And they have to do a document telling the law that I have been educated and I understood.
That did not happen.
Well, then, if that did not happen, then title was not passed.
Right, that's why they're saying they're waiting to see what the outcome is going to be.
But that doesn't mean that there was not a transaction. All it means is somebody in the transaction did not follow strict law.
Somebody deceived somebody.
No, somebody didn't follow strict law. That's all. It happened all the time.
Yeah, we know.
Right.
We know.
So a judge would then set that aside. That's all I'm saying. So let's not be too quick unless we have all the facts. And then once we have the facts, then we can...
400 acres.
But that's
What
not...
does 3ABN want with 400 acres of prime real estate property in the Bahamas? What do they want with this?
Well, with 400 acres, you can build a holy city.
A holy city.
Yeah.
And apparently it does seem as if the value, the current value on this 400 acre real estate is about $32 million.
Okay.
And I believe they had proceeded to advance a payment of $3 million
Okay.
to get this estate from this person, family.
Is this
Anyhow.
the man? See,
It's a long story.
well, let me give you a
we
piece
don't
of
have the time
story.
to deal with it right
No,
now.
no,
But
I mean,
it's a long story.
You're not going to stop me,
No, I don't want to stop you.
okay? Because that's her name.
Producer, let me say the property again, please. Adley.
That's her name.
Adley. You related to them, eh?
Well, who do you think I
In
am?
Long Island or so?
Well, where you think my family came
You ain't
from?
from the Long Island.
I
And
am.
you say you're from Loutre, eh?
That's my pa family. I'm talking
Yeah.
about my ma family. I'm an Adderley out of Illutra. Okay?
Okay.
Is this the man who prophesied that Jesus was coming 15 years ago and he planted lots of pigeon peas and then put it in many barrels?
I don't know if
Is this the man who prophesied that before Jesus come, he wanted about 10 to 15 barrel of corn?
Is it?
I'm asking you.
I don't know, but I know his name is David Lawrence Adley.
Well,
Is that him? He's 85 now.
okay. Perhaps you should find out because he has been prophesying for a long time.
Well,
Okay? Yeah.
interesting story.
And
We'll get all the facts together.
when I went, just listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know I had to go to Long Island to inspect his barnyard? I was
Okay.
upset.
Okay.
Many barrels of pigeon peas, and they were viddery. And they told me I couldn't say it was viddery. I said, what do you mean I couldn't say it was viddery? The corn was infected. They said to me, Mr. Monker, you cannot say it is infected. I asked them why. He apparently had proclaimed that these corn were heavenly prepared. Watch out for me, eh? when you hear me tell you these things. Okay? I went to Long Island, and when I went to Long Island, I met a former FNM member of parliament on the boat. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to leave that for the time. I had to accommodate my spiritual advisor.
Yeah, give me about 3 minutes on
Go
the
ahead,
story.
my spiritual advisor.
Producer, put the land up while I read just a portion of it. Okay, here's the story. Here's the story we're following, right?
Is that the ocean in the background?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
ocean in the background. So this is prime property.
Okay.
Miami resident David Lawrence Adley, then at the time was 74, made an unsolicited call to Three Angels Broadcasting Network, saying he owned land on Long Island in the Bahamas, which he wanted to donate to 3ABN in a way that would allow him to achieve both tax benefits and income, according to 3ABN attorney, Mr. Gregory Simpson. According to court records, Roy Hunt, 3ABN's Director of Plan, Giving and Trust Services, visited Adley in Miami to execute an irrevocable charitable remainder unit trust known as CRUT. Adley, a legally blind retired U.S. Army colonel, signed the document as both the guarantor and the trustee. It reads, though, if for any reason David Lawrence Adley is unable or unwilling to serve as trustee, then Three Angels Broadcasting Network Incorporated of West Frank, Illinois shall serve as successor trustee. Now that is interesting. According to Simpson, 3ABN engaged the Lewis and Longley law firm in the Bahamas to commission a boundary survey and prepare the property for sale. The network was expected to sell the land to fund the trust and provide Adley with retirement income. But Simpson said 3ABN's efforts to sell was unsuccessful. Hunt came back to Miami and took Adley to the Bahamian consulate in Miami, where a notary witnessed Adley's execution of the 3 indentures of conveyance, transferring his land to the irrevocable trust. Records show that on the same day, Adley signed a notice of resignation of trustee. Under the terms of the trust, Adley's resignation meant 3ABN became the trustee.
So what there was unlawful? What there was unlawful?
Well, if we go back.
What there was unlawful? Listen to what you said.
If we go back.
Listen to what you said. He was taken to the Bahamas
consulate in Miami.
There he executed the document in the presence of
whoever was there.
A notary.
But along with that, though,
just hold on a second.
He's also signed something that he resigned.
Just hold on a second.
But let's go back to.
Let's take it instead. You see, you are not interested in the facts.
Okay, all right.
You see, you're not interested in the facts.
Okay.
You said the man was blind.
At the age of 74, legally he was blind.
And therefore, he went to the Miami Council. It was like if he came to the Bahamas. It was like if he was in the Bahamas before a Bahamian lawyer who would have to have signed what I call an attestation clause.
Which means?
Which means he would have been told what he was signing.
So he was also told that he was resigning as trustee.
Let's take it in stages, man. Let's don't go through that. Let's talk about
that's the whole crux of the matter there, because it then turns his entire property over to 3ABN.
Are you listening to what I'm saying to you? The property isn't passed to them by virtue of him resigning as a trustee now. It is passed to them by virtue of his conveyance, in which he went before the Bahamas Council and signed, and they would have attached what the law calls the Handicapped Person Act, which permits them to do what is called an attestation clause. So that transaction was lawful. Do you understand what I just said?
Yes.
That was lawful.
But oddly, a legally blind retired U.S. colonel
yes?
signed the document as both guarantor and trust.
Yeah.
It reads, if for any reason...
I'll allow you to come back. My spiritual advisor is misunderstanding the law.
I probably am, but I smell a rat though.
I shall teach him the law.
I smell a rat.
All right? In that document,
ain't safe.
there was many things that was followed according to law. God saved the law. God saved the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. It's powerful. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Moncur, and of course, it's been a very interesting day here in the Bahamas, and of course, the killings have been so terrible. One in the Carmichael Road area, where a 27-year-old man who we had been told that all he wanted to do was to get married to his baby mama, and he was killed. It's a very tragic thing that is taking place in the country, and no one wants to deal with the issue politically. Governments are never to be afraid. The opposition is never to be afraid. And there comes a time when your society is under attack that you have to join forces. You put aside the political differences, because the people who are being murdered, they belong politically to the PLP and the FNM, and collectively they belong to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. So you put aside the politics. That is what you do. And you look at the national interest. And what is missing in this society is that we have moved the old landmark. And we are taught, my spiritual advisor, you are aware, but pay bills first so I can ask you what the Bible says.
Remove not the ancient landmarks. If you do, I can tell you, you would suffer for doing that. But
and that's what we've done.
Yeah.
We've gotten rid of the rope, okay?
But Sandra, you know what's interesting? And we're going to do the birthdays right now. Sandra, everybody in this entire Bahamas knows that you have been, I can't even find the word.
I'm an expert at it.
And you've been an advocate
yes.
for the government to resume hanging.
Yes.
This is something you've been preaching for years and years. But Senator, the government ain't listening to you.
What has happened is there is...
So why are you supporting this government? You supporting the government who even ain't listening to you and hearing you on murders in this country that's affecting not only the Bahamians, but the country. They ain't listening to you.
Okay, let's concede that to you. Does the FNM believe in capital punishment?
I'm sure they do.
They don't.
But if they don't, that's a mistake.
No, let's look at the facts. Dr. Hubert...
Who in the FNM say they don't believe in capital punishment?
I'm going to give you the facts. Dr. Hubert...
Okay, let's do the birthdays first.
Go ahead.
And then we talk after. All right, let's do these birthdays quickly so we can finish our debate. Timothy Bain is celebrating the birthday. We wish the best officer of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, amazing brother, Police Inspector Timothy L.J. Bain, a special prosecutor with the Royal Bahamas Police Force. This shout out comes out from your beautiful daughter, Camille, your incredible four sisters, Pastor Carolyn Humes, Evangelist Jennifer Roll, Charlene Roll, and Melda. They love you. All the best to you, Timothy Bain. Inez Cooper is celebrating the birthday today. It's coming from her children, her brothers, her sisters, nieces, nephews, family, and friends. Happy birthday to Inez Cooper. Sanaya Roberts. We'd like to send Sanaya Roberts a very special happy birthday shout out to Sanaya Roberts. It's coming from her father Nate, her mom Tina, her grandmother Brenda, aunt Monette, uncle Onan, and the whole host of the Forbes family, the Robert Motts family, and also friends. Happy birthday to Sanaya Roberts. Kenneth Stirrup. Kenneth Stirrup is celebrating birthday. Happy 28th birthday to Kenneth Stirrup, a.k.a. Junior, with celebrations and love from your dad, your aunt, your cousins, and friends, especially your favorite cousin, Shauna. Have a blast. They love you and enjoy your day. All right, so Teresa Cook is celebrating the birthday. Happy birthday to Miss Teresa Alcock Simmons, a.k.a. the Warden. Special love and celebration comes from my husband, my kids, Barry and George, family and friends, especially Tamika and of course Shauna. They love you. Enjoy your day. Teresa Simmons is celebrating happy birthday. Happy birthday to the darling wife, Teresa Simmons, from your loving husband, Leonardo, also from Barry, Angel, and all your family and friends. They love you. Enjoy your day. Kelda Gibson is celebrating the birthday. Happy birthday to Kelda Gibson. It's coming in from her sisters, Pamela, Melrose, Gail, Shauna, Deidre, Chantel, her brothers, Graylin, her Dwight, Hank, and the RDF, LeVar Carey. Happy birthday. Also coming in from the kids, Maxine, Devana, her son, AJ, grandchildren, family and friends, especially your sisters, Renee, Eddie, and enjoy your day. They love you. Anya Glinton, happy birthday goes to Anya Glinton. It's coming in from your siblings, Andy, Bradley, Monique, Cindy, Sandy, Crystal, Kelly, all those who love you, and also from your kids, She is one of the women them. Happy birthday to Anya Clinton. Special shout out to Shavonte Jones. Special congratulations goes out to Shavonte Jones, Treasure Jones, head girl of Stevie Bethel, St. High School, coming from your mom, your dad, sisters, and families. They love you. Baby girl, continue to excel. Cybertech team, congratulations goes out to the Cybertech Career College men's softball team on winning the 2024 NSA Softball Championship, coming in from the ladies at Marlins, your coach Marco, and of course Coach Finley. Happy birthday shout out to Arthur Aubrey and Lower Bogey Lutheran. It's coming in from your daughters Nadine, Lily Benison, Monique Williams, and Terrell Munnins. Happy birthday to Arthur Aubrey from Low Bog Lutheran. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Okay, bye.
Nadine, Lily Benson, Monique Williams, and Terrell Munnins. Katie Clark is celebrating the birthday. Rodney, you want to do that? Katie Clark?
Katie Clark. Katie Clark, she is a wonderful citizen, and she has accepted my leadership, and I was happy that I did a fellowship with her, to which I have said to her, Katie, you have to submit to your husband, and she told me she willingly submits. I told her she must take care of his children, and she said, Mr. Monco, all of his children belong to me. I just love taking care of our children. So she celebrates a birthday, and I want to say to Katie, happy birthday. God bless you. Continue to submit to the pastor, and continue to love the children, and continue to follow my leadership. This is powerful.
All right.
Well, I have a birthday from Canada. As soon as I can find that, I want the people in Canada to know that they just sent it to me. So as soon as I find it, I'll send it to the producer. Do you see my cousin who's celebrating? This is my cousin, Baron Russell, and his wife, Ida May. They are wonderful citizens. And on Sunday, they will celebrate 40 years of marriage. They're wonderful, they're charming, they're good Christians. And I thank God for these wonderful citizens. I'm proud of Cousin Baron and his wife, Ida May. So happy birthday. And if it's God's will, on Sunday, I'll pass by and hail y'all. So happy wedding anniversary. Can you imagine it? 40 years on Sunday. It's powerful. Great. Yeah, it's great. So, well, let me see where. Talk my spiritual advisor. Let me see if I could help with Canada. I'm so flattered.
Wasn't that the one that you did from Canada?
No, they live here in Nassau. There's a lady whose son is celebrating.
Right, and folks, please don't forget.
Birthday.
If you want your birthday requests, you have to send them in the day before.
Yeah.
All right? Or before 3 p.m., and it has to be sent to 323-7775. I know a lot of folks wonder if this is a WhatsApp number. Yes, it is. A lot of people think it's a landline. But when you need to send birthday requests, try to get it to the studio. Try to get in before 3 o'clock of the day you want the announcement, okay? The number says 323-7775. All right, so if you want a birthday shout-out or request, please don't forget, send it in before 3 p.m. of the day you want it announced. You can't call 10 minutes after 5, 15 minutes after 5. The producer has a lot of work
Unless,
to do.
of course, you are in Canada. The Canadians, I'm going to excuse
They're
Canada.
on the same time with us.
My spiritual advisor, would you please stop it?
All of a sudden now you want to defend Canada.
I'm defending
A
Canada.
man who's crazy Canada out.
Yeah, because you wouldn't stay out of Canada.
I have to go to Canada. That's where my family is.
Okay.
Don't tell me stay with Canada.
I didn't say you must stay out.
Only Canada can tell me stay with
The last
Canada.
time you've been to Canada, you know, they
Yeah, I had a good shakedown. That's all right. They're doing their job.
Okay.
Yeah, they did what they had to do.
Okay.
And it's all about it, traveling.
This is powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't forget, 323-7775.
Put in.
Send Please, folks,
My spiritual
we're
advisor.
organized here, and we have a wonderful producer who does an excellent job.
Would you please put in the name for me?
Come a second, Sandra, but work
Goodness
with the
have
producer,
mercy.
please. Work with him. If you want a birthday request, you have to send a request in 3 o'clock, before 3 o'clock of the day that you want the birthday request. The producer is here at that time, and he can have it prepared for 5 o'clock,
Would you
okay?
please put in the name?
The number is
Jesus have mercy.
323-7775. Please. This is the last time I can say this, because folks will be sending these things all over to my phone and this phone and next phone. The number is 323-7775. God bless you. Now,
Put in Barry Griffin Jr.
now turn that on. While he does that, Mr. Producer, could you please put back up that beachfront property
Yeah.
so I could finish read.
Put in the same for me.
Oh, wait.
Barry, B-A-R-R-Y, Griffin Jr.
Barry Griffin
Jr.
Griffin.
Yeah.
Barry Griffin Jr.
You see?
Now somebody calling you.
You see?
Let's see if we could make some sense out of what happened with this property here in Long Island. All right, you have the story that I can actually go straight to it, Mr. Producer. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. Let's see. Where did I stop? Okay, so here we go. Let's see if we could understand what happened with this man and this 400 acres on the island of Long Island. Okay, so according to Simpson, 3ABM engaged Lewis and Longley law firm in the Bahamas to commission a boundary survey and prepare the property for sale. The network was expected to sell the land to fund the trust and provide Adley with retirement income. But Simpson said 3ABM's effort to sell was unsuccessful. Hunt, that's the lawyer, came back to Miami and took Adley to the Bahamian consulate in Miami, where a notary witnessed Adley's execution of the 3 indentures of conveyance, transferring his land to the irrevocable trust. Records show that on the same day, Adley signed a notice of resignation of trustee under the terms of the trust. Adley's resignation meant that 3ABM became the trustee, and of course that's a phrase we read earlier when we started this investigation. The Investment Board in the Bahamas issues permits under the International Persons Landholding Act of 1993, which was passed to help foreigners purchase property in the Bahamas. This allowed 3ABN to take possession of the property after Adley's death. 3ABM auditing firm sent a letter to Adley asking him to confirm his donation of the property to the network, according to Simpson. At his home in Florida with nobody from 3ABN present, Mr. Adley signed his name to the letter, affirming that he agreed with the following statement. According to our records, you have placed real estate with an appraised value of $32 million into a charitable remainder unit trust agreement. According to this unit trust agreement, any amount distributed for charitable purposes will be as follows: 100% to 3ABN Broadcasting Network, West Frankfort, Illinois, for unrestricted purpose. Sandra, we understand the law, but I believe this man was taking advantage.
Yes, but yeah.
And why would the church do this?
What would you be doing?
Why would they do this to this man?
What would you be doing? What would you be
Obviously,
doing?
this man didn't
What
have the right
what
person
you are
explaining
doing.
to him what was going
I
on.
do not want.
Senator, don't
my
cover
spiritual-
don't cover for these people,
Wow,
man.
the man
They
saying
took
covering up.
advantage of an illiterate,
You are
ignorant
reading.
man.
Listen to me. You see, you have some people who support you. Watch this. Watch this. And when I push your back against the wall, they call me talking nonsense. Now, would you like for me to push your back against the wall?
No, go ahead.
If you want me to, tell me to do it. Because I am subtly telling you a story. You are reading, but you ain't picking up.
Okay. Well, okay. I just leave it there.
I think you should.
Yeah, let's leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Now, let's get back to this murders now.
No. No.
No, I say leave it alone.
I want to answer you before we leave it alone.
Okay.
There might be dishonesty, but you have no evidence of that. You are speculating. Everything you have read to me, the law has been followed. Listen to me one more time. You have read an article, but there's something you ain't pick up on. Now, do you want me to say it on public TV?
No, let's leave it.
I think I need to say it.
No, but I really need to.
I think I need to say it.
See, Sandra,
I think I need to say it.
I don't know why you should be doing this, right? I told you.
Because
let's leave it alone.
you continue to push it.
I leaving it.
And I have said to you.
I leaving it.
So what I'm going to do with you, I'm going to direct you. Who are the attorneys in the Bahamas?
I don't know.
You have it there. Who are the attorneys?
I'll have to go back.
Who are the attorneys?
Sandra.
You see, you read the name of the attorneys, but you didn't understand who they were. You got to watch out for me. Don't mind. They think I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I just told you the law was followed. And on the question of title, it is a matter for the Supreme Court to determine. Then when the Supreme Court determines it, if you don't like what the Supreme Court say, if you're on the other side, you go to the Court of Appeal. Then if you don't like what the Court of Appeal say, you go to the Privy Council. But everything has been followed. Watch what the man was told to do. Go to the Bahamas Council and sign in the presence of a notary. That is the person who would have attached the attestation clause to the conveyance. I don't want to tell the country that I'm an expert on this.
Yeah.
I don't want people
We
to
all
know that.
We all know you're an expert on land law.
Yes.
But you know when people
And
fool, when people are
person
deceptive though.
who you are implicating is a judge of the Supreme Court, and is my first cousin. And I'm offended. All right? He's a judge of the Supreme Court, and it's my first cousin, and I'm offended. So I keep telling you, hey, you ain't picking up.
It's
Gotta watch out for me.
It's amazing, eh?
Okay.
Listen
to me. The person that you are playing with is now a judge of the Supreme Court, and it is my first cousin. So as you read, I smile. And I keep trying to say to you, hey, you're not understanding it correctly. You get thrown away because you are upset with
3ABN.
With the 7 days.
I've been a 7 all my life.
I'm only upset with the 7 days Adventist when they get my business. If they don't get my business...
And they tell cousin Barry he can't eat pork chop.
Right. So I want you to listen to me. If I tell you, right, you must listen to me.
Anyhow.
Leave that alone, eh?
Yeah. Let's get back to murders.
Now, Canada, the birthday that you say you sent to me, I took the phone to my producer, who is an expert. They have examined, and they see no birthday. So you're going to have to send that to me for tomorrow. But my producer has examined it, and there's no birthday. And I'm saddened that I could not wish your son a happy birthday. So all I want to say is I wish him a happy birthday today, and tomorrow he can send me, you can send it tomorrow. Don't wait for the last moment. Send it very early tomorrow. Anytime after midnight, you may send it. I will forward it to the producer. So this is powerful. Well, you want to go back to my spiritual advisor?
What I find to be very interesting is that apparently successive governments don't seem to understand the damage these murders is doing to this country. Now you're being fair.
Now you're being fair.
Right?
It would be unfair to say it's the PLP. I would agree with you that the PLP currently is responsible for the national security of the country. But the FNM has been equally guilty because the FNM has not hanged or moved the impediment that prevents it.
And you also have accused the FNM of not supporting capital punishment.
Yes.
Who? Who in the FNM?
The entire party. Only one FNM.
serious?
Listen to
So
me.
you
There's
tell
only
me-
one FNM who supported capital punishment.
Who's that? Papa?
No. We're talking in modern times. That has been Dr. Dwayne Sands. He marched with me and Rupert
So
Roberts.
Shannon Dawn Cartwright don't support capital punishment?
Shannon Dawn never marched.
But that doesn't mean you don't support it.
Listen to me. Well, ask him. He is a member of the Holy Roman Catholic Church, and he has taken the church policy against capital punishment. I disagree with the church on that.
Yes, because the scriptures agrees that
Right?
capital punishment should be,
So you see
should be
what you
carried
do?
out.
You forces me to say things.
But that's all right. That's fine. I respect
so,
you for that.
So I'm telling you, Shannon Daw does not support capital punishment.
What about Dr. Menace?
Dr. Menace does not, because Dr. Menace held a meeting at Brent's.
That's right. I don't want to know why.
No, you're not going to stop me. don't do that, man.
I just want to know yes or no.
Dr. Menace called a meeting. He invited Dr. Bernard Nottage to the meeting. Right? And I think Dr. Bernard Nottage did show up. And I think he showed up, or he may not have showed up. And then Dr. Menace had to apologize because the meeting was supposed to be impartial, but he had all the F&M paraphernalia there. I went to the meeting because he invited me. The Lord Bishop of Nassau, the Bishop of the Anglican Church, Lige Boyd,
Oh, Leish Boyd.
he was there. Dr. Menace sent representative from the police and immigration to Dr. Hubert Menace's meeting. But I think SIB told Dr. Bernard Nottage, I can't remember no more if he did show up, but it was like an F&M thing. And since I was F&M and he was leader and he invited me, I went there and I gave him the first test. And when I gave him the first test, he pushed back. And I then realized that Dr. Menace was a bull skater. Now, if you don't believe I give him the test, I can tell you what the test says, and I will call on Bishop Lige Boyd, because he was there.
Leish Boyd, man.
Yes, Bishop Lige Boyd.
Okay, so what about Michael Pindad? Does he support capital
Michael
punishment?
Pindad don't believe in capital punishment.
Sandra, you sure with that? Has he come out and said
Have
that he does that?
you heard him said in the parliament with 91 murders that the Free National Movement is committed to capital punishment, and then ask the PLP to let's unite on moving the impediment?
Did he say, he said that, right?
He's not.
Oh.
Don't forget who I am. I could talk
You
for
sure
my...
he's be following this thing right
Listen
Sandra?
to me.
Because
Who talked Michael Pintard in the book?
I don't know. I wasn't.
Me!
Okay. Okay.
Who took Dr. Dwayne Sands and marched him throughout the island of New Providence? Me!
Okay.
Dwayne Sands believe in capital punishment. Me, him, and Rupert Roberts. Him? Look how you have me talking all these people.
Good, because I
business.
want the producer to put something on the screen.
Dr. Dwayne Sands and businessman Rupert Roberts, they found all the money I needed. And that's what I liked about Rupert and Dwayne Sands. They ain't stingy. Okay? They found the money. I got the placards. I had my boys prepare them. We organized one of the biggest march in the country. Okay? I call on Dr. Dwayne Sands. Go find Rupert Roberts and organize a march. And let PLP and F&Ms join hands and let us march on these murderers. This is Freedom March. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Let's turn the murderers back. It's powerful today. Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Monker, and of course, here on Freedom Match, Bradley Rule, as you know, is my spiritual advisor, and we try to deal with international events. And so we are receiving reports internationally that a lot of American airlines, I hope I understand it correctly, American Airlines, they are on strike.
The pilots.
The pilots are on strike. In addition to that, in the United States, the dock workers are on strike. So that has the potential to create serious economic impact here in the Bahamas. And that is why we need Donald Trump to win the race. We need Donald Trump to become president of the United States.
To make America great again.
So that he can make America great again, take good care of the workers, because we depend on the United States. So don't forget, it's fight, 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 Trump, Trump, Trump. And only the Americans, you see, the world is unfair. It's very unfair. Only American citizens are allowed to vote in the United States. And their vote is double my vote. They elect the president, and then the president becomes my leader, the leader of the free world. And I want Donald Trump to be my leader. So that's the breaking news. So let's pray that Donald Trump will pull this off on November 5th. I think that's when the Americans are having their election, isn't it?
November the 5th?
Well,
I know it's about 34 days from today.
Well, find out, because November 5th, we celebrate that as Guy Fawkes Day. And in the British Dominion and former colonies, that's when we burn Guy Fawkes, who attempted to blow up the Parliament of Great Britain. So my spiritual advisor will check that. But locally, we are receiving some sad reports that businessman Rupert Roberts, who is the CEO, the owner of SuperValu, has been airlifted to a hospital in the United States. So that is very shocking and devastating for me. I must confess that I do love Rupert Roberts. We've always had a wonderful relationship. And he's always been a businessman who supported all of my political exercises as I push for capital punishment. So I'm very, very saddened to have received this unconfirmed report that he has been airlifted to the United States of America. So I'm calling on Bahamians everywhere to pray for businessman Rupert Roberts. And as I told you, I've had a wonderful relationship with him. I can call him and say to him, Rupert, I need to see you. And he said, Monica, where are you? I tell him, he said, well, I'm to my office, come, let's talk. So we can go, we talk politics, we talk about how we need to reduce crime. And he's been a wonderful, wonderful man. I first met him in 1990. He had a series of staff who was robbing him, stealing. And I entered to plead for mercy. And it was then that Rupert said to me, I'm prepared to give them all mercy, but Monica, you got to get at least one to confess and be honest, because I tired of it. So I said to the Negro lady, Rupert needs confession. She said, well, so when I confess now, Basil Dean can lock me up, because Rupert had Basil Dean all over the place looking for them. So I said no. And so she confessed, took responsibility. Rupert did not prosecute her, he just terminated her. 1990, 34 years ago. I feel sad. I really hope that he I feel
Prayers, Senator.
I really-
don't lose hope.
I really like him.
Yeah, I like Rupert Roberts too, man.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
So I thought I would tell that to you, and I call on Bahamians everywhere to say a prayer for Rupert Roberts. And whatever you think about him, he's very patriotic. When he learned that the Americans were going on a strike, Rupert Roberts told the Tribune immediately, I ain't raising my price. I don't care how long those dock workers go on strike in the United States. I'm not going to increase the cost of living for my people, the Bahamian people. So God bless Rupert Roberts. Lord, let him survive, make him better, and let him come back home to his family. Anyway, my spiritual advisor.
Let's pay some bills, and
Okay.
of course we'll open the lines very shortly. We got a few reads. Zoar International Ministries, under the leadership of Pastor Dr. Braxton Bowe and Prophetess Dr. Maria Bowe, is having a fun walkathon Saturday, October the 5th, beginning 6:30 a.m. Registration starts from 5:30 a.m. The walkathon funds will go towards the youth in the community of Pinewood Gardens and Nassau Village, Sequoia Street. Each year, Zoar International mentors the youth in counseling, teaching, and development. The walkathon starts at Fish Fry and ends at Goodman's Bay. Join us for the Baines and Grandstown Homecoming and Music Festival from October the 12th to the 14th, celebrating community heritage and empowerment with live performances, traditional Bahamian games, and the prestigious Cotton Tree Award honoring those who have shaped the Bain and Grandstown community. Plus, 103.5 FM The Beat is your exclusive media sponsor, bringing you all the excitement live. So don't miss out on this incredible celebration. See you there. Looking for a quick getaway? Fly Western Air with daily flights from Freeport to Fort Lauderdale starting at just $290 round trip, including 40 pounds of checked bags. Book your next adventure now at westernAirBahamas.com. Everybody needs money always, so send money internationally and locally through Western Union with MoneyMax. Download the MoneyMax app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend anytime and anywhere. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. MoneyMax. Live your max life.
This is powerful.
All right.
Well, just before the spiritual advisor comes on, Nathan, my producer, do you have that big mattress? Would you kindly put that mattress up on TV? Yeah. Do you see the mattress, my spiritual advisor?
Yeah, I think, that's it, that great thing?
Yeah.
Oh, now I can see it properly.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a wonderful mattress. There's a small business, they are changing, and so they have this one mattress. It worth about $600, but they wish to donate it to some wonderful citizen. I was happy when they offered it to me, but they offered it to me too late. I had already gotten a mattress. So if there is a citizen who perhaps won this wonderful mattress, it is built wonderfully, you can call me so I can connect you, and then you can go into Dan Nottage Estate and you can collect this wonderful, wonderful mattress. I was able to squeeze the mattress, hug the mattress, and I just love this mattress. So it's a beautiful mattress, and guess what? It's for free. It's only a matter of picking up this mattress from this wonderful place. Anyway, I thank you, Mr. Producer, my spiritual advisor. You may open up the line.
Thank you so much. We're going to open the lines. The lines are open officially. You got 20 minutes. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775 and 698-0776. Call us. You can open the lines shortly. But the lines are open. You can call us now so we could have a debate, have a discussion. We don't need calls right now, Santa.
Oh.
So, Producer.
You want to still talk about Midas?
Yeah. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775. 698-0776. Call us. The line's open. Feel free to call us so we can chat. Welcome to Freedom March. Caller, you're live.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Look, your spiritual advisor, I can't tell you all how to run the show, but look like I need to tell you how to run the show. You all wait till it's time for the people to call in, and you're running on from one thing to the next. Why don't stop that, man? Right now you only have about 15 minutes.
We agree with you.
All right. Look here.
Now go ahead.
This goes for Manka. Manka.
Yes.
What you need to do, you need to stop campaigning for Donald Trump. Because you and Donald Trump is the two biggest lying human being I ever listened to. Listen here, how could you say you supporting all the Haitian people and you going along with Trump, crucialing them poor Haitian in Ohio and saying they're eating cats and dogs?
Have you heard
you don't feel shame, man, or embarrassed?
Have you heard the latest song that Donald Trump is singing?
Man, look here, don't try to run off what I'm talking about. Because if someone who I campaigning for carry on like that, I can leave him. You see what his wife did to him?
His wife?
You campaign. Let me tell you, you campaign with that man, and she is against Trump she's against Trump for lying about the oh Lord.
You forget?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, so call us tomorrow.
Call us tomorrow when you remember with your lines.
Thank you so much, caller. Thanks so much. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live. All right, we lost that call. Sorry for clowning on you. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Hi, how you doing?
We're doing well, thank you.
Spiritual advisor, you really is a man of God. How did you deal with Rodney, man?
Boy, I
How
tell
did you
you.
deal with him?
Job, the fate of Job.
Oh my goodness, Rodney, you have to realize you're in the World Wide Web and people are listening. You're supposed to be professional. Act professional, man. You act like you're in the backyard shooting marbles. You all have a good day.
Thank you so much, caller. You take care now. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775. 698-0776. I have somebody who's interested in the mattress, eh?
Okay.
I have that number.
That's good.
So we have somebody who's interested in the mattress already, okay?
Okay.
Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Hello.
You're live, caller. Go ahead.
Hello.
You're live, caller. Go ahead.
All right, I got that sorted out. She against the abortion, and she is not with Trump with sending the Haitian them home. And he just told a big lie about Biden didn't visit North Carolina, and the governor there, sent a message back to him and said yes, they already spoken. So
Okay.
why he keep on lying just to get his personal vendetta true? But all I could tell you, Monica, you and Trump, when you lie so much, you become a thief. And y'all is two disgraceful men. You should stop campaigning for him. Because there's so much things we have on him, you can't remember sometimes. Thank you.
Listen to me. They're lying on the president. He's a wonderful man. Okay? And if I survive, I hope to have a big election. What does do when you have a Super Bowl where everybody's get together and have a party? What kind of party? Super Bowl party?
After party.
Well, I'm going to have an American election
After party.
Watch party.
watch party.
Oh.
Okay? I need somebody to lend me one big TV to set up in Black Village. I'm going to ask the Commissioner of Police to close down Black Village, and we're going to just throw a party and wait for Donald Trump to win.
We got
And
some
let
callers
me
waiting.
tell y'all right now, if Donald isn't declared the winner, there will be insurrection in Nassau.
Yeah.
I just became
You're-
insurrection.
you're famous for that.
All right?
Anyhow,
So don't do no nonsense. If Donald doesn't win, I want the Bahamas government to know I'm going to be marching up and down, and I'm going to be rowing. Okay, go ahead.
welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live. You're live, caller. Go ahead. Caller, you
Hello?
there? Yeah, you're live, caller. All right, caller, do us a favor. You need to turn your TV down, your radio down. Just listen to us, please. Focus on us. Are you there?
Hello?
Producer, let's try another call, please.
I'm a fault for them. Everybody have a fault for them, right? But I would Monto on this one. They
Woman,
gotta get people. And Monto, we don't need to hang. We need to send them to the gas chamber.
wow. It doesn't matter.
Where's
As,
the flag? And that's not my flag. I'm on the way. There's
Okay.
only one way.
this is powerful.
Where's the flag? Because I would Donald Trump on this.
Yes, yes. Trump, Trump, Trump. Fight, fight, fight. Trump, Trump, Trump. Fight, fight, fight. This
Listen
is,
to me to get my hat so I can walk to the airport with my hat because I know.
okay, well, we need.
But listen, I'm no lie.
This is powerful. Listen, you.
PSP, on the way.
This is powerful.
What Bart Simpson gonna say? Ooh, Bart Simpson.
PSP,
All the
on
way.
the way.
This is powerful.
Thank you so much,
I
caller.
thank you, my dear.
What is Bart Simpson prediction?
Who's bad?
I don't know. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Spiritual advisor.
Good afternoon.
Spiritual advisor.
Good afternoon.
Yes. The election is the 4th of November.
Yes, yes.
Every election in America is the 4th of November.
Yes,
Is,
sir.
is that the first Tuesday in November?
The 4th of November.
Is that the first Tuesday in November?
Spiritual advisor.
All right. All right. All right. Once again, folks, please, could you turn your
Let me
radios
take-
down
Should I
before
take
you
the cell
call
phone
in?
call?
In America.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, cell phone. Hello, cell phone.
Hey, Senator Munker.
Sir.
Senator Munker.
Yes.
What's happening today, man? What's going on today?
Well, today is a wonderful day in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. What's happening with you?
Right. Now you see what's happening? Callers, please, 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 I'm begging you, please. You have to turn your radios down before you call the show. Don't listen to the radio. Just when you call the producer's going to speak to you. He's going to put you through us. Listen to us, not your radio, please, for the last time. If we get an echo, we're going to disconnect the call because it's causing confusion, okay? All right, so let's try this again. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monka, Mr. Spiritual Advisor.
Yes,
Sir.
good afternoon.
Yes, sir, how you doing?
We're doing fine, thank you.
Yes, sir, Mr. Monka, but this capital punishment, right?
Yes.
A lot of things I disagree with. I agree with you on this one. But let me tell you something. The majority of people in Parliament against capital punishment, from the leader going right down. You know that?
Of course I do.
They ain't trying to stop this killing. Huh?
But
And
the-
say,
But we
you
have
know
to
what the
agitate.
Prime Minister comes to and say? The Bahamas is laughing stock of the Caribbean. Because when you look at your, I could be on money for one bill. Be on your money, you're on you kill three people in on your okay? What country is this, man? Come on, these poor government failing the Bahamian people. All right? You all have a nice afternoon.
Yes,
Thank
to the same caller. Thank you so much. Welcome to Freedom March Caller. You're live. We got about 5 minutes ago.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monka and Spiritual Advisor. How are you all today?
Good afternoon, Shanika.
Yes, sir.
Now we have to censor you, okay? You can't discuss anything about politics in the United States. If you want to discuss what's happening in the Bahamas, that's fine. All right?
All you have to send to me, Mr. Monka.
Anything to do with politics in America, we don't want you to discuss it. But if
Why
you-
not, Mr. Monka? You don't want me to
you know,
discuss anything
you're
from
free to-
America?
you're free to discuss anything that's going on in the Bahamas, Shanika. Now, what about murders now? Let's talk about murders.
Wait a minute now. Hey, Mr. Monka, this you saying this or Mr. Spiritual Advisor?
That's me saying it.
For the day, follow the spiritual advisor.
If you want,
Yeah, say that now, because it's the Rodney Monka show. I respect that. But let me just go on now.
Let's talk with Menace.
I didn't call for that. I wanted to, but it's Trump anyway. Mr. Monco.
Yes, my dear.
The thing with the young lady is this. I saw something that was interesting and concerning to me.
Yes.
With the Golden Girls, you know, who won the race in 2000. I think that was in Sydney, Australia.
Go ahead, my dear.
They haven't been able to turn key for their land.
How you mean
Yeah.
they can't turn key? What you mean by that?
Yeah, I saw that
Did they not
with
got-
Eyewitness News.
I didn't hear
They
that.
had that. I think Pauline Davis was speaking to that after all these years. I don't know if it was a problem with the release of their property.
Why don't you read Eyewitness News, call me back tomorrow and tell me exactly what you understood the problem is.
Okay. And then the next thing is that I don't understand why Mr. Spiritual Advisor is so amazed that a gentleman would give away all those acres of land. You know, many people in the house of God being given up their property and land and stuff to the church for years.
Yeah.
There's a minute
Maybe
to
you
it.
don't have that capacity in your spirit to receive that, but that is able to happen.
That's not the point, Shanika. Shanika, sometimes you need to listen, you know. Honestly.
No, I'm listening, sir, but
But
I'm
you
just
did not
saying I
under-
wondered why you surprised
Shanika.
that somebody would give
No,
somebody
no.
land
Oh,
and
Jesus.
to the church.
Shanika. We can talk to you tomorrow, okay? You take care. Bye-bye. Jesus, Lord. I don't... Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Yes.
Good afternoon, caller. Go ahead.
Okay, let me speak to Rodney or Spirit.
Hello, my dear. We are here.
Huh?
Talk. I'm here.
Rodney?
Yes, ma'am.
This don't sound like Rodney.
This me, though. This me. Listen. Trump. Fight,
Yeah, that's what I want to tell him about, man.
Okay, talk.
Put me on.
This me talk. Jesus have mercy.
Rodney.
Yes, ma'am.
That's Rodney?
Yes.
Rodney, put that old flag down, because Trump ain't going no place. Trump told those children, their parents were bad. I'll
Listen.
never forget that.
What Trump did?
Put that flag down.
Trump is gonna win.
Who?
I can see things. I can
Trump
see.
ain't gonna win nothing. Trump ain't gonna win nothing. Trump gets too much bad ways.
Don't mind that. We love his bad days. Okay? Trump is gonna win.
Trump ain't getting nowhere. You don't
Anyway,
put that flag down.
if Trump loses, I cook for you. If Trump wins, you cook for me.
Yeah, but he's talking something different.
I'm telling you that Trump would win, so I will cook for you in Black Village. If he loses, where will you cook for me?
Yeah, I see. I could watch his mouth go in. I can't hear, but I could watch his mouth go in.
All right, thank you so much, caller.
Okay.
You take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Lord's willing. All right, let's take this last call. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Yeah, Mr. Rose.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Mr. Monka.
Sir,
Mr. Monka, I will join you in that party. First of all, you and Spiritual Advisor shows the number one show in the Bahamas.
Thank you.
Trump will definitely win the next election to come.
yeah, man.
He got to win, Mr. Monka.
He got her. If Trump don't win, I have in my own little insurrection in Nassau.
Mr. Monka, wherever the party is, I come in.
Well, we can party in
No party.
the village. I'm gonna ask the commissioner to lock down Black Village, and we're gonna celebrate. And once they declare Trump the winner, then we'll have a victory march and ride
Okay.
around the island.
Thank you so much, caller.
Trump, Mr. Monka.
This is powerful. This is powerful.
Thank you so much, caller. You take care.
And of course, if they cheat Trump, we have to have our own little insurrection because we can't go to Miami to have
You
none.
got 30 seconds.
All right?
Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live. You got 30 seconds.
Hello.
Go ahead, quickly.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. You're live.
Hello. Can I speak to Mr. Moxley?
Monica, speak.
Monica,
Yes.
can I get your cell number, please?
801-5760. 801-5760.
801.
5760.
I didn't get it.
5760.
5760.
5760.
Yes, 80.
801
Yes,
5760.
yes. Call
Yes,
me.
ma'am.
Call me.
When can I call you, Monica?
Call me 7 p.m. tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. Do well.
All right. Thanks so much, caller.
God, my
that's
spiritual
it.
advisor.
Yeah.
I want to thank you.
What a time today.
Yeah. Well, folks, we have received reports that businessman Rupert Roberts was taken to a hospital in the United States. So I call on Bahamians everywhere, say a little prayer for him. He has been a wonderful citizen, a wonderful businessman, okay? God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save Rupert Roberts wherever he is. God save the King. It's powerful today. And in the United States of America, God save the United States of America. Lord, we wait in anticipation of the incoming leader of the free world, the next president of the United States.